The best comebacks ever. When this person was 4 months old, a lovely couple adopted him. He always knew he was adopted. Well, when he was around 5 years old, his parents had a child of their own. Well, fast forward about 10 years, when this adopted kid was 15 years old and his little brother was 10 years old, they got into a large argument. The little brother says to him, "You know something? I hate you. You're not even my real brother." He says, "Yeah, Mom and Dad chose me. They're just stuck with you." Weird things teachers said to students. When this kid was in 2nd grade, him and his family moved to a new school in South Carolina. They came from up north, and this kid was not used to the southern accents and sometimes had a hard time understanding it. Well, one day, his 2nd grade teacher asked him to lead the class outside for recess. And this is what happened. "Will you take the class down yonder hill for me, William?" "Down yonder hill?" "Yes, Will, please lead the class down yonder hill." Well, William had no idea what the heck down yonder hill meant. He thought it was an actual place, so he just stood there and did nothing. "William, down yonder hill." "Down yonder hill." "William, take the class down yonder hill, please." "Dumb kid. What are you, stupid boy? Get to the back of the line. My, your mama raised a dumb boy. Come on, class, follow me." I hate it here. Harmless but brilliant pranks anybody can pull. This person told the story of a thing her grandpa does. Every so often, he will just walk out onto a busy street and stare up at the sky, looking amazed, even though there's nothing there. He does it for long enough so that people on the sidewalk and in cars gather around him and stare up at the sky as well. And when he decides that he's gathered a big enough crowd, he just sneaks away and chuckles to himself, leaving the people in the street staring at nothing in the sky. I hate Karens. This guy was just trying to skateboard a little bit when this woman walked up and told him to stop. She said that she had to protect her city and that he should not be skating because he's in people's way. However, the only person that's in his way is her. As you can see here, she's chasing after him, trying to stop him.
It's fun at this point. She's trying to hurt him.
And honestly, she's making a fool of herself. I don't know, whenever I see people like this, I get so mad. Mind your business. Craziest ways people made a lot of money. This guy trained his pet bird to go out, find money, and bring it back to him. And I'm gonna say this bird is pretty successful at it. Check him out, flying back home through the window and going straight to the drawer where he drops that dollar bill. Look at all that cash. This bird is a hustler, and you gotta respect it. Teachers who really shouldn't be teaching. At one elementary school, there was a teacher that was super hard on the students, especially when the class was reading as a group and somebody would read too slowly. Here's one example of how she would act. Abraham Lincoln was watching... Come on, Kyle, pick it up, please. Pick it up. Abraham Lincoln was watching a play when... Abraham Lincoln was watching a play when what? Come on, Kyle, hurry up. Abraham Lincoln was faster. Abraham Lincoln was watching a play when Kyle, stop, that's it. I am so disappointed in you. What is wrong with you? Everyone give Kyle the thumbs down. He did so bad reading. George, please finish what Kyle couldn't. Thank you.
Abraham Lincoln was watching a play when John Wilkes Booth shot him in the head.
The coolest doctor ever. This man's wife went into labor on Halloween, and their doctor who was going to deliver that baby was at a Halloween party when he got the call that he had to come in. Well, he came in, still in costume. Check it out. I just hope he didn't make the baby disappear. Crazy. My favorite comebacks. Let's dive right in. Hey, Kyle? Oh, hi, Stacy. What's up? I was wondering, if you wanted to go to the dance with me. Oh, you know, ew, I'm just kidding. I would never go to the dance with you. You're so gross. Hey, Stacy. What? Maybe you should try eating your makeup next time. It might fix your super ugly personality. What? Hey, don't talk to her like that, loser. Oh, hi, Chad. I would smack you in the face right now, but I'm against animal abuse, so... What did you just say to me? Actually, never mind. My favorite comebacks. Let's get to it. Hey, Kyle. What's up, Chad? I saw you at Target last night shopping with your mom. Did she pick out all your clothes for you, little baby? Huh? What? Do you even have any friends? Such a loser. You know, Chad, I don't hate you, but if you were drowning, I'd give you a high five. Your mom told my mom that you don't know how to swim. You better shut your mouth, Kyle. Hey, don't be ashamed of who you are. That's your parents' job. Or should I say parent? I heard your dad went to get you chicken nuggets and he never came back. I'm so sorry. How dare you say that? What's this teacher's deal? I saw this video somebody took in class of what appears to be their teacher completely scolding this girl about her phone.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I had to say it 20 times, so I'll say it again! Phone's away!
He keeps going on for like a whole minute.
Do you understand? Yes, I did just spit on you, that's how I talk. Do you understand? Phone's away!
And he eventually says,
In the end, authority will win.
a few things. This is no way to talk to a student at all. If you want something to change, talk to them like people. Show them respect. This teacher is the absolute worst. These guys messed up so bad. It's two dudes driving a U-Haul. Looks like they're entering a parking garage. But things go wrong very fast. Obviously, the U-Haul truck doesn't fit. Instead of backing out, they decide to try to maneuver their way further into the parking garage. At this point, they're already screwed. But this guy looks to see what's going on and decides that they can go even further. And then here it comes. Looks like sewage seeping from the pipes that they broke, getting caca all over that truck. I'm not sure how they thought this would end, but their determination is through the roof. They finally get unstuck and they crash the truck. Well, these protesters are back at it again, this time with these two guys. This dude right here is super gluing his head to one of Vermeer's paintings. Remember in the other protest when they splashed tomato soup onto the Van Gogh painting? They used tomato soup in this protest too. But instead of splashing it on the painting, his buddy pours it on his head. Why?
How do you feel?
Maybe these protests are working, considering they've made national headlines for weeks. But still, super goofy way to go about it. This girl was caught red-handed trying to steal all the Halloween candy from a house. You see her right here, about to dump the bucket into her bag, but she notices a camera and gets scared. Also, I think that car out there is her parents. I guess they decided to be the getaway drivers for the evening. Well, a couple minutes later, she makes a second attempt. She dumps all of the candy into her bag and takes off. Little did she know the homeowners are on the other side of the door watching this entire thing happen. They chase after her and they say, "This is a little sus to me. I bet you money the parents made her do this. Plus, I understand taking a couple handfuls, right? But the whole thing? Come on. Save some for the rest of us." Creepiest things said by kids. This woman used to be a waitress, and at one of her tables was a mom and her 4-year-old daughter. Well, the mom was in the bathroom, and the waitress went over there to ask the kid how she liked her food. But when she got there, the 4-year-old girl was stabbing her sandwich with the fork, repeatedly. Die, 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 die. Hi, what are you doing? I like to kill things, but mommy said I can't do that, so I stabbed my sandwich because it can't scream. The waitress walked away. And later, when the mom got back to the bathroom, she overheard her say this. "That's right, honey. Stab food, not people. I am so proud of you." Stab food, not people. That's terrifying. This couple had just given birth to a beautiful baby boy. The husband then brought their 3-year-old daughter into the hospital room to meet her new baby brother. They assumed she was going to be very excited to see him. "Hi, sweetie. Honey, meet your new baby brother." But she didn't react how they expected. Instead, she said, "That's not my baby brother, Mommy. That's a monster. And we have to bury it." "I'll do it." No.
We have to bury it.
Alright, this lady is the absolute worst. Yesterday on Halloween, she was caught on multiple Ring cameras. She was taking her son trick-or-treating. Well, at each house, she took handfuls. Here she is at the first one. Taking tons and tons of candy and stuffing them in her son's bucket. At this house, she was even called out. Here you can see her doing it again, taking handfuls of candy. But the homeowner was watching and he says this.
Please leave some for the other kid.
Yeah, he was just looking for peanut butter M&Ms. That's it.
Yeah, I know. You took the whole bin, though. I saw you on camera.
She continues to go to another house and does the same exact thing. Look at her. She keeps going back for more and more handfuls. It's not even dark out and this kid's candy bucket is full. How selfish can you be? Crazy things people did as kids. When this girl was 6 years old, she had a younger sister who was 3. Her name was Casey. Well, one day she went downstairs and told her mom, "Hey mom, yeah honey, I think Casey is dead." Her mom then obviously freaked out and ran upstairs.
Oh my god, what?
When she got up there, Casey was fine, so she went back downstairs to ask her daughter why she said that. When she got down there, her daughter was eating cookies. She told her mom that she said that because she wanted to get her out of the kitchen, so she could sneak into the cookie jar. Creepiest things said by kids. This mom shared her story about her 4-year-old son. One day, her son's goldfish died, and they were having a talk about death. "Mommy, yeah, sweetie? Someday are you gonna die?" Hearing her son say that was very emotional for her. And she didn't want her son's innocence to be lost, but she also didn't want to lie to him. "Yes, sweetie, someday mommy's going to die." She thought her son was going to be sad about it or cry, but that's not what he did. All he said was, "Good." And he walked away. That's not the weirdest thing he said that day, though. Later, when they were about to flush the fish down the toilet, he asks his mom, "Can we eat him instead of flushing him down the toilet?" "No, we can't eat him. He was your pet. He's gonna go to heaven now." "Okay, but when you die, I am definitely going to eat you." What would you do if somebody was living in your attic? This one woman had a small house and she lived alone. Well, she started noticing strange things happening, like a batch of soup running out very quickly, eggs missing from the carton when she didn't eat any, wet towels in the hamper when she didn't use any, and extra dishes in the sink. But ultimately, she just thought that she was being forgetful. Well, one day, she heard thumping happening in the attic. So she went up there. There was a hot plate, a radio, a tiny bed. Obviously, somebody had been staying up there. She then called the police. So one day, the police are walking around, when all of a sudden, they see a homeless man climbing a tree trying to get into the attic window. "Hey!" This guy had been doing this almost daily to help himself to her food and her amenities. She decided not to press charges. She officially let him move into her attic. She hung out with him, helped him get a job, and let him stay there until he was finally able to get back on his feet. This is why you should never trust what's in the water. This one guy told the story about his friend. One summer, this guy sent his son to a triathlon camp in Texas, and a week later he came home happy as can be. But the next day, this kid was complaining of a headache. His dad said, "Just take some Tylenol, you'll be fine." Well, he wasn't fine. 4 days later, this kid had passed away. Turns out, the lake water at the summer camp was contaminated by a brain-eating amoeba, and he swam in that lake every day of that week. People that were legends in their high school. At this kid's high school, the history teacher was absolutely jacked. He would bike 10 miles to school every morning, he kept an ab roller in his classroom, and every day for lunch he would eat salad and beans. Well, one day, he was giving this kid's class a pop quiz, and this kid named Jeff, who was the strongest, biggest kid in the class, goes up to the history teacher and says, "If I can punch you in the stomach and make you flinch, will you give the entire class 100% on these quizzes?" And the history teacher agreed. So Jeff prepares. He's winding up, and he punches the teacher as hard as he possibly can in the stomach. And the teacher did not flinch one bit. And the entire class had to take the quiz. Jeff went down in history as the kid who punched a teacher. And the teacher went down in history as the guy no one should ever mess with. Times people got beautiful revenge. This guy worked for a gas company, and he was at this house trying to figure out why this guy's heat wasn't working. But the dude was a complete jerk. "Is the furnace downstairs, or do you have eyes? Yeah, can you walk? Figure it out, okay? I'm busy." The homeowner was working on a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle. "Yeah, so I checked everything out. There's nothing I can do today. We'll have to get somebody else back out here, I say, like next week." "Are you kidding me? This is absolutely ridiculous. Can't even do your stupid job." "Sir, this is common with old houses, and your house is very old." I don't care. I'm gonna pay you for the day, and then I'm gonna hire somebody else to do this. Alright, I'm gonna go get my checkbook. You stay right there. The gas worker then had a brilliant idea. He walked over to this guy's unfinished jigsaw puzzle, looked down, took one puzzle piece, put it in his pocket, got his check, and left. To this day, this guy says he still gets satisfaction knowing that this man probably spent hours searching for that last puzzle piece, and knowing he was never gonna find it. Weird things kids did in school. One day during class in middle school, this kid saw a thermos in the back of the classroom. Turns out it was the teacher's, but he did not know this at the time. He then goes to the bathroom with the thermos. He then comes back, the teacher sees him and says, "Oh, you found my thermos. Thank you so much. You can just put it on my desk." And he does. He then walks out of the room without saying a word. The teacher opens the thermos and is incredibly confused and disgusted. Apparently, this kid took a inside of her thermos. Family secrets that were finally revealed. One night, this person was talking to his 95-year-old grandpa. Everyone in the family knew that their grandma wasn't his first wife. He was married before her. His first wife used to can tomatoes. She loved eating them. This one instance, the canned tomatoes that she had been eating that week had gone bad. Very bad. And she got botulism, which is a rare poisoning from bacteria. Back in the day, botulism without treatment was fatal. Well, over the course of a few days, her condition got worse and worse. "Can you call the doctor, please?" "Yeah, I'll call the doctor." Another day passed and her health was still declining. "Did you call the doctor?" "He'll be here soon." The grandpa never called the doctor. He let his wife get worse and worse. "Is the doctor coming?" "Yes, sweetie. He's gonna be here today." He said he'd let her die to teach her a lesson, because he said it was her fault the tomatoes went bad, and she brought this all upon herself. People that were legends in their high school. This one high school had costume contests during Halloween. Well, this one kid showed up to school wearing a Walmart hot dog costume. As he stepped up on the stage, everyone thought it was funny. And they were chanting, "Hot dog kid, hot dog kid." And he won the award for best costume that year. Well, the next year, he wore a penguin costume. And as he stepped up on the stage, he stood there for a second. And then he ripped off the penguin costume to reveal the hot dog costume underneath. Everybody in the school absolutely lost it. That kid became a legend right then and there. Now, students can't win the costume contest 2 years in a row, but everyone knew that hot dog kid had done it again. Black markets kids ran in their schools. A follower submission. At this kid's school, there was a really mean bully that told everybody in his class that he would spread terrible rumors about them. And the only way he wouldn't do that is if they would pay him. So if kids didn't want this guy to spread awful rumors about them, they would have to pay him $5. And in return, the bully wouldn't target them. It's a pretty crazy business. And it lasted a few months, and the bully made about $200 before the school found out, and he got in trouble. Black markets kids ran in their schools. At one high school, this person was looking for ways to make some extra money. The school had a strict hall pass rule, and that's when he got the idea. A hall pass was only valid if it was signed by the school secretary. This is what he did. "Hi, Mrs. Johnson?" Yes, Kyle, what can I do for you?" "It's the janitor's birthday today, and I got him a card. I'm trying to get everyone to sign it. Can you sign it, please?" "Oh, it's Mr. Dresser's birthday today? Okay. Yeah, I'll sign it." There you go. Newsflash, it wasn't the janitor's birthday. He did this because he wanted to get the secretary's signature. He took that signature home and he practiced for hours, trying to copy it perfectly. The next day, he went to the school copy room and he found an extra stack of hall passes, and he sold them to students for $2 each. He was making crazy money, and tons of people were buying these hall passes from him. They got very suspicious, questioned a few kids, and this dude was suspended. But hey, you gotta respect the hustle. Black markets kids ran in their schools. This kid went to a private high school with a very strict dress code. And if anyone didn't follow the dress code, like they forgot a tie or they weren't wearing a belt, they would get detention. This kid wanted to make some extra money. So this is what he did. He went to the thrift store and bought a bunch of ties, belts, shoes of different sizes, even pants and polo t-shirts. He would wash them every day and fold them neatly inside of his locker. And that's how he started his school uniform rental business. If anyone forgot an item of clothing, they would come to him. "Hey, yo, dude." Yes, hello, my good friend. What can I do for you?" "I forgot my tie today, and the teacher is looking for me right now. What do you got?" "Bro, I got you. I got blue and black ties. What do you want?" "Black tie, please." "You want to rent it for the day or the week?" Just today." "All right, $10. You can return the tie to me here at the end of school, okay?" He was making bank, and he was a savior to his classmates. In the end, he made about $600. Black markets kids ran in their schools. One year at one high school, they replaced all of the candy, snacks, and soda in the vending machines with healthier options, like apples and bananas. This person said that there were Fig Newtons in there. That's nasty. Well, the day this happened, the seniors got a brilliant idea. "Yo, what the heck happened to all the snacks, man? This is crazy." "Dude, seriously, I want Cheetos, not a frickin' banana." "Wait, I have an idea. What are you thinking, bro?" "I know a way to get our snacks and make money. Hear me out. You see, the senior class had the earliest lunch, and they had a free period where they were allowed to leave school grounds. Well, this is what they did. Every day, they would leave, buy a bunch of snacks, soda, and treats, bring it back to school, and sell it to the underclassmen at a huge markup. One group would sell dessert treats. The other group would sell chips. Another group would sell soda. Business was absolutely booming, and the senior class was making hundreds and hundreds of dollars. These seniors saw an opportunity, and they took it. Gotta respect the hustle. Bogus things a teacher did. When this girl was in elementary school, she had this really cool pen that she loved so much. It was gold, and it was from NASA. It was given to her as a gift, and like I said, she absolutely loved it. One day, she decided to bring it to school, and she was using it to write an assignment during class. I love this pen. When the teacher noticed this shiny pen she was using, she said, "Excuse me, Stacy, what is that you're writing with?" "Oh, this is my favorite pen. It's pretty cool, right?" "Come here, please." "Yeah?" "Give me that pen." "What? No, this is my favorite pen." Give me that pen right now." "Thank you. I'm taking this. You are not allowed to use a pen like this in this class. You will make your classmates feel bad. Do you think everyone has a pen as nice as this? No. Sit down." "No, please, no." I said sit down. And she went back to her desk, sat down, and cried to herself. She never saw that pen ever again. Weirdest household rules ever. When this kid was like 8 years old, he was hanging out at his friend's house, and they were playing video games in his friend's room upstairs. Well, this kid had to pee very bad, so he went to the bathroom on the second floor of the house, and he started peeing. Well, somehow his friend's mom knew he was peeing in that upstairs bathroom, and she rushed up there and started banging on the door. "Excuse me, what are you doing in here? Kyle? You better not be peeing." She said he couldn't pee in that bathroom because this bathroom is for nighttime peeing only, and it's daytime right now. You can't be peeing in here. So she made this kid stop peeing midstream, and she sent him to the downstairs bathroom to finish. When he finished and left the downstairs bathroom, she was standing there waiting for him. "I bet you learned your lesson, huh?" "Yeah. I called your mom. She's on her way to get you right now. You are never allowed here ever again." Never again. What? This made me incredibly sad for some reason. It's a video of 3 ants helping each other climb onto a leaf, but one of them gets left behind. See for yourself. I just feel so bad for that little guy. Weirdest breakups ever. In high school, this girl wanted to break up with her boyfriend, but she didn't know how to do it. So one day, she was hanging out with her friend. I just don't know what to say. I don't really want to talk to him in person. It's going to be so awkward. I have an amazing idea. Hold on. Pose for me. Pose. Perfect. Now we're going to post this to your Instagram. Okay. And as the caption, put, "I love being single." He'll definitely get the hint. Oh my god, you're a freaking genius. Okay. And it's posted. But when her boyfriend saw it, he did not get the hint. Oh my god, he texted me. "I love Pringles?" Who even says that? Just text him something back. You have to end this now. Okay, I sent it. Yeah, bro, no, it was definitely autocorrect. She meant to say, "I love Pringles." It's happens all the time. Hold on, she just texted me. She broke up with her boyfriend, and then this happened. This woman broke up with her boyfriend because he was always putting her through tests to test her loyalty. One example being he would have one of his friends text her to try to get her to cheat. She never did, but he began doing this so much and she was tired of it. "You know what, Steven? I can't do this anymore, okay? We are done. I'm breaking up with you." Fine, if that's what you really want. It is. Well, a few weeks later, somebody called her and told her that her ex-boyfriend died in a horrible car accident. Oh my god. Oh. The person that shared the news with her also sent her information, the date and the time of his funeral. But she felt so guilty because she had just broken up with him. She couldn't bring herself to talk to his parents or to attend the funeral. Well, the day after the funeral, she got a text from her ex-boyfriend, the one that died. Yeah, he wasn't dead at all. He just faked his own death to see how she would react. Interesting facts that'll blow your top off. In 1859, Thomas Austin ordered 24 English rabbits to be sent to his home in Australia. There really weren't any rabbits in Australia before this, but he wanted to release these rabbits onto his property so he could hunt them. Well, this was a horrible idea. Because of this, by the 1920s, Australia's rabbit population surpassed 10 billion. In 1923, a jockey named Frank Hayes was racing on his horse. Well, mid-race, he suffered a heart attack and died, but he somehow remained on top of his horse. His horse then crossed the finish line in first place. Crazy part is, before that day, Frank had never won a race in his entire life. Astronauts who have stayed in space for long periods of time have said that when they come home, for months after, they still drop objects mid-air, expecting them to float. Obviously, they don't. The dumbest rules parents made their kids follow. When this person was growing up, his parents wouldn't allow him to use public restrooms at all. Even on trips to Disney World. If he had to go to the bathroom, they had to go all the way back to the hotel, which is bogus. When he was in elementary and middle school, at the start of every year, his parents would call the teachers and told them to let them know if their son ever used the public bathroom. If he was caught using the public bathroom at school, his parents would punish him when he got home. Growing up, there was no place he could safely use the bathroom other than his home without getting in trouble. When he got to high school, the parents tried the same thing. They called the teachers and said, let us know if he ever uses the public restroom. The teachers in high school thought that was weird, and they never followed through. So he got away with using the bathrooms in high school. But it wasn't until college, where this kid was finally allowed to use any public bathroom he wanted without fear of being punished by his crazy parents. Did you just shit your pants? No, I didn't. I promise you, I didn't. Chad, I think you just shit your pants. Oh my god, it stinks. You did, didn't you? Oh no,
Ew, Chad pooped his pants. Hey, bro, that's nasty.
Hey, what's up, Jason? Hey, Seth. Oh, hey, Chad. Chad, hi. What? We heard what happened yesterday during lunch, and, you can't sit at the bullies table anymore. We actually filled your spot. What? Who? Carl. Yeah, he's a bully now. Hey, Chad. Alright, I'll just sit over here then.
The rest of Chad's high school career was absolutely miserable. Nobody forgot the day he shit his pants. Not even on his graduation day.
Chad Johnson.
Hey, that's the kid that pooped his pants.
Chad smells like poop. Chad smells like poop.
For the next 15 years, Chad blamed Kyle for ruining his life. He waited for the day to be able to get back at him. And finally, that day came.
Chad! Hi! How are you? Hi, Kyle. How are things? I've spent every day thinking about what you did to me in school. What are you talking about? What do you mean, what am I talking about? Me pooping my pants? You did that! Chad, that was so long ago, man. I'm married now. I have a kid. I'm sorry. Yeah, well, I bet your kid is so annoying, he makes his Happy Meal cry. That's actually a pretty good one, Chad. I wished the best for you, but today proves what I always thought. Your only purpose in life is to be an organ donor. For old time's sake, huh?
Mommy, I think that guy just pooped. Come here, sweetie. Get away from that disgusting man.
Harmless but hilarious ways you can mess with people. The next time you see somebody sitting alone at a park bench, sit right next to them and slide them an envelope with a random person's picture inside of it. Have them open it and then say, get it done by Friday, and make sure it looks like an accident.
ফোন দিয়ে যেতেছি ফোনই ধরো না, তোমার ফোন ধরার কোনো নামই নাই, কোনো কথা, তোমার ফোন ধরো না কেন?
এবারে এক্সামের প্রিপারেশন কিরকম তোদের? আমি তো খুবই এক্সাইটেড, কারণ আমার প্রিপারেশন খুবই ভালো।
জিসান দরজা খোল!
সুন্দর মতো যাবি, ভাবির নামটা জিজ্ঞাবি। আর শোন, ভালো মতো কথা কবে, ভাবি লাগে। খালি থাপড় আর চাপাবাজি, থাপড় আর চাপাবাজি, এই বাদে আর কিছু পাচ্ছস?
বুকিং?
বুকিং মানে বুকিং, তুমি আমার আমি তোমার, বুকিং দিয়ে দিছি, ফাইনাল।
আমাকে বুকিং দিছে মানে আমাকে কে বুকিং দিছে দোস্ত?
তোর যে আশিক আছে না, এখন তো আমার পিছনে লাগছে।
এই এই দুলাভাই সামনে থাকলে যে সালাম দিতে হয়, আপনি শিখাই নাই তোরা? কেমন আছো তুমি?
ভালো।
আমাকে জিজ্ঞেস করবো না রক্তটা দিবি তুই?
আমি কেন রক্ত দেবো? প্রেম খরচ তুই, রক্ত।
আমার বন্ধু জিসান আপনাকে অনেক ভালোবাসে ভাবি, আপনার ওর রক্ত যাওয়াটা বিধে হতে দিবেন না ভাবি।
রে মাম্মা, কই রে তুই? কতক্ষণ ধরে দাঁড়ায় থাকবো? কনসার্ট তো শুরু হয়ে যাবো। তাইলে তো বন্ধু রীত লেগে গেল। আরে বেটা এত লাফাইস না, যেরকম শুনতেছি পরীর মতো এরকম করলে তো বেটা যা।
পারলে তো ভালো।
দেখা যাক কি করে শালা।
বোবা, হ্যাঁ কথা বলতে পারো না?
জি।
বিয়ান সাহেব, আসসালামু আলাইকুম বিয়ান সাহেব।
এক্সকিউজ মি।
তাই তুই কেন ফোন যায় না? না, তোমার নাম্বারটা তাড়াতাড়ি করে বলো।
ঘন্টার পর তো গার্লফ্রেন্ডের লাগে ওয়েট করতে পারো, আর বন্ধুর লাগে 2 মিনিট ওয়েট করতে পারবা না? ও এখন আমার দোষ, তাইলে তো বন্ধু রীত লেগে গেল। আরে বেটা এত লাফাইস না, যেরকম শুনতেছি পরীর মতো এরকম করলে তো বেটা
বাদ দে, কালকে 4টা দেখা হবে।
ঠিক আছে মামা। ঠিক আছে মামা, ঠিক মতো যা। শালা পারলাম না রে। আরে তোর তো হাওয়াটা একটু হয়ে গেল।
তুলি, তুই তো সুন্দর নাম। আচ্ছা শুন, আমি জিসান, আই লাভ ইউ।
আপনাদের তো চিনলাম না। আমার বড় বোনের যে দেবরগুলো আছেন তো সবাইকেই চিনি, বাট আপনাদেরকে তো চিনি না।
তুমি পড়ো, ঘুমাও তাহলে। গুড নাইট আর বাই।
সহজে কোনো কিছু পাওয়ার মজা নাই, কিন্তু আমগোর দোষ জিসান কি কম। ও ভাবি লাগে বেটা, লজ্জা লাগে না?
কি ওর কথা বাদ দে।
তুই যা। জামুই তো।
তুই চুপ থাক।
আমি তো আপনাকে চিনি না।
চিনো না যে আজকে চিনলা, আরো চিনবা, আস্তে আস্তে চিনবা। আর শুনো,
কি রে মাম্মা, কই রে তুই? কতক্ষণ ধরে দাঁড়ায় থাকবো? কনসার্ট তো শুরু হয়ে যাবো। তাইলে তো বন্ধু রীত লেগে গেল। আরে বেটা এত লাফাইস না, যেরকম শুনতেছি পরীর মতো এরকম করলে তো বেটা যা।
পারলে তো ভালো।
দেখা যাক কি করে শালা।
বোবা, হ্যাঁ কথা বলতে পারো না?
জি।
বিয়ান সাহেব, আসসালামু আলাইকুম বিয়ান সাহেব।
এক্সকিউজ মি।
বলে দিবেন যে আমার বন্ধুর সাথে যেন ভালোভাবে প্রেম করে, নাইলে কিন্তু ঝামেলা আছে। যেদিকে তাকাই তোমায় দেখতে পাই, কিচ্ছু ভালো লাগে না।
বন্ধু তুই যদি রক্ত দেস।
ভালো লাগে না রে দোস্ত।
না দুলা ভাই, আমি তো কোচিং এ যাই নাই। আমার তো বাসায় গেস্ট আসছে, আর আমার আম্মু তো একা, এজন্য আমি যাই না। আমার পড়াশোনা সবকিছু বন্ধ করে দিবে, তখন আমি কি করব?
আরে ছাইরা দে।